Here, Mark Yates, a great result and a great performance.
Yeah, I thought so. Tough place to come. You know, they've been on a roll, if you like. They're in a bit of decent form, particularly this week. But bar the goal and an onslaught for the last 15 minutes, I thought we were in control of the game. The equaliser came from nothing, which probably sums us up. But we responded perfectly well, really well. And I thought for the first time, not all season, but I'm proud of the week that the players have put in. You know, and today was, like I say, a tough place to come, but we've showed different sides. We've changed formation a little bit. Tactically, I think it worked. You know, they didn't get a kick first half, and we were unfortunate to go in like equal. But we responded really well second half from a setback, and I thought we deserved a bit of luck to win the game.
Yeah, commitment and battling all over the field from your team.
Yeah, I think we've worked hard in every game, but sometimes it's been channelled in not quite the right area. So the focus was on hard work, doing it for your teammates, and they've done themselves proud today. Like I say, it's a tough place to come. They were unbeaten here. You can sense that, you know, things are going their way a little bit, and we stood up to them. And like I say, till they made the changes and you know, the onus was on them to come and get that second goal equaliser. I thought we were a better team by a million miles.
And Jamie Curtin showed just why you signed him.
Yeah, definitely. Brilliant.
I mean, what a goal!
Opportunism. You know, he should have scored after a minute, to be honest, from the corner. I couldn't believe that he had a bit of an air shot, but nothing bothers him. He's a threat. You know, he's getting on, but he's a great professional. We've missed him, and I think League Two defenders are always wary of him. His movement's different class. The goal itself, lovely header from Jermaine to put him into good position, but he's still 30 yards out and the ball around his waist. So great strike from him. Yeah.
It was a big call also to put Keith Lowe in at the back alongside Troy Brown, and not to bring Steve Elliott back.
Big call for who? You know, for me it was just a decision. You know, Stevie Elliott's been fantastic for this football club. You know, but we don't win games and we don't play well on reputation, and it was Stevie or Keith to move inside. I went with what I thought was right, and I thought Keith Lowe was actually excellent today as well.
And he popped up in the right place at the right time for your winner.
Did he score the winner, did he? Good. I said to him before the game, if he's more aggressive, I mean, he hit the bar against Oxford, he hit the bar against Torquay from set pieces. He's a massive threat from set pieces. And I said to him, if he's more aggressive in his game, he'll get... That one was not hit the bar, that would go in the back of the net, and I didn't realise it was him, but I'm delighted for him because he was good today.
And the system worked a treat with Matt Richards sitting deep and sort of almost being your quarterback today.
Yeah, I thought we mixed it up well. We had to compete. You know, under John Still, this place was if you didn't come here and compete, you knew you were going to get beat. We had to do that today, even with Wayne's team. We had to come and ruffle their feathers. We had to try and get in their faces. We did it, but I thought it also allowed us to have an extra pass. I thought Keith, some of the two fullbacks, Sido and Craig, were excellent as well. It was a good, solid team performance, one that we can now build on for the coming games ahead.
And Byron up front as well. He bullied the centre halves again.
I thought he's a threat. You know, he's not scored the goals today, and he's not scored one last week, but he's a constant threat. Just the size, and you know, he's hit one in the last 5 minutes ferociously over the bar. You know, it just shows he's got the power there. He's getting fitter and stronger all the time, and he's a big player for us.
Now 2 big home games to put the seal on it and to build on this.
Absolutely, we've got to do that, and we've been inconsistent, and it doesn't just become flow in football. Some supporter was shouting that we were a disgrace today. Disgrace for what? For winning? You know, one of their supporters, by the way. I think it was one of their directors. It's not going to be free-flowing football in where we are in the table. You have to grind it out sometimes. You have to battle. You have to scrap. But I thought we played some, as much good football as they did.
Well, Wayne Burnett came up here and said that you did a job on them and you deserve to win. So you get the credit from the away supporters, through the away manager.
Cheers, Wayne.
Okay, thanks very much, Mark.
Mark,
sorry, John.
That's right. How big a result? I think that could be if you could build on it this season.
Yeah, we have to build on it now, John. And that's listen. We got Rochdale at home next Saturday. And if people think we're just going to win 3-0 because it's at home, we might do. But they're a good side. Keith's a good manager. And it's going to be a really tough game. But if we show the attitude and the application that we showed today, we got a chance.
Yeah, you said how pleased you were with the whole week of preparation, but has it been quite a stressful week, feeling that he really needs to get a result today?
I feel like that every week, John, but it was just a good week that we put something into the plan and it had come right. The attitude from the players was spot on. I've left out David Noble and Stevie Elliott and Terry Cornell, who probably could be playing, but we're not quite at it at the moment. But today's a step in the right direction, and they were more pleased than anybody. The boys on the substitutes bench were more pleased than anybody that we've got a result, that we've played well as well. Like I said, it's a tough place to come. You don't just happen for you. And we scrapped, we fought, we passed, we did a bit of everything today, and that's what we need to do now.
Yeah, Matt Richards, it's obvious he's a good player, but we've been wondering how to get the best out of him, and that was probably. Do you think that was one of his best performances so far today?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's been quite good pretty much all season, pretty steady. But it's definitely one of his better games. And we've got to see more of it. I thought Jason Taylor, Russ Penn, their work rate was phenomenal. The word we've used this week was work rate. And to come off that pitch absolutely shattered, knowing that they've given everything. We all shake each other's hand before the game, and we wish each other the best. Now it's do it at the end of the game when it's meant something, when we can look each other in the eye and say, yeah, we deserve something today, or even if we've put the effort in and we get beat, doing the right thing, that's the sign of a good team. And today the signs were there that we're not a bad team.
Yeah. What about McGlashan in a different role? How do you think he did in that?
Yeah, if we ever play it again, it's something we'll need to work on. But I thought he was a threat. I mean, Dave went to watch him last week. We had him watched the week before. He came back raving about the lad Bingham, the 6. So he did a job on Bingham, so much so they had to take him off after an hour because he'd been ineffective. But he'd also been a big part of our attacking play. So he did well in the role, but there's also stuff he could have done better, and he knows that. And for a first time of doing it, I'm delighted with that.
Yeah. Final question about Puritan. I mean, everyone knows he can score goals in the box, but that just shows he can score all types of different types.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. I mean, you look at the goal he scored against Burton Albion. Completely different to the one he scored today. Completely different one to the one he scored a couple of Saturdays ago against Wimbledon. Yeah, when he's had to race through and hold people off, and he's a good footballer. If you can give him chances, he'll score goals. I think if I was just about to take him off and the ref carried on playing and we broke, and it would have been, I took him off like I said from the play. But I think if we'd have released him earlier, I think he'd have scored. He could have been coming off to his second goal of the game, and that would have been more fitting, to be honest. He was a bit disappointed that he come off, but once he got his little tantrum out of the way, I think he understood why. And I can understand his frustration. He's a goal scorer. They want to play all the time, but we needed to do something a little bit different. They needed to gamble. We needed to probably just make sure that we shored everything up. And Scott's made a couple of saves. We've got a good few blocks in, and that's good to see as a manager. You don't want to see your teams conceding goals, and we've conceded too many. So people putting their bodies on the line, that's more like us.
Yeah, he's got 250 now as well. He's already said he wants 300.
Not for us, he hasn't. So yeah, absolutely. And he gets booked, and for that, it's just silly, I suppose. But no, he was a constant threat.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark. Well done.